Hello, folks. Welcome one more time to Finding Curiosity. Spirituality, often misunderstood as tied to specific doctrines or traditions, transcends cultural and temporal boundaries. It is not a place or belief system, but a journey of consciousness, a process of self-discovery, inner growth, and alignment with universal principles. This path involves navigating between our innate potential and imperfections, gradually cultivating clarity and self-awareness. Through effort and perseverance, spirituality empowers us to rise beyond illusions, embrace life's challenges, and refine our understanding of existence. Join us as we explore the Wheel of Samsara and its profound impact on our journey through life. But before we continue, consider subscribing, and do not forget to hit the like button. This is what we call spirituality, which, as you know, is not a place you go to, nor is it doctrine X or Y, whether Eastern or Western, ancient or modern. Spirituality is consciousness. It is the values you carry within yourself. And of course, a human being has a set of latent qualities they develop, while also dealing with a mix of flaws that we all have. We navigate within ourselves, between the qualities and creative potential we all possess, and at the same time, our flaws, imperfections, and blocks that hinder our potential. As we progress, broaden our horizons, and improve the quality of our lucidity and expression, our lucidity gradually increases, and our flaws diminish. This is not an overnight process for anyone, nor has it ever been a sudden growth in the journey of any human being. Growth always follows a cause-effect principle, which is a natural law and not doctrinal. Every cause has its corresponding effect. Every action generates a reaction. This is the nature of things. Naturally, when a being reaches the culmination of spiritual development, which ancient Hindus called buddhi, a Sanskrit word meaning enlightenment or pure intelligence, they elevate themselves to such a level that they upgrade their own consciousness. Throughout history, this has been called many different names: a state of cosmic consciousness, an oceanic state, or buddhi in Sanskrit. Someone who reaches the state of buddhi becomes a Buddha. In 500 BC, Prince Siddhartha Gautama, who renounced nobility and palace life to dedicate himself to meditation, achieved the state of buddhi and was called the Buddha. This is not a name, but a title given to someone who has reached enlightenment. That's why the Buddha is often referred to as the Enlightened One, or the Awakened One. The Buddha's teaching is fascinating because his message to humanity was this: there is a little Buddha inside every heart, dormant, trapped in a web of illusions, which the ancient Hindus called Maya. Awakening from the sleep of Maya, or the sleep of illusion, is a gradual process. Even Siddhartha Gautama went through this process, not only in his life as Siddhartha Gautama, but in previous lives. There is no way for someone to abruptly reach the state of enlightenment. Although today, on the internet, many authors speak of a quantum leap of consciousness, if you observe these authors closely, they themselves have made no quantum leap. In nature, there are no evolutionary jumps. There is effort and work. Of course, sometimes someone is so stuck or blocked that when exposed to new knowledge, their consciousness expands, leading to a rebirth. But to assume that this is enlightenment or freedom from the reincarnation cycle is a great stretch. Many people fantasize about this. It's common to hear people say, "We are trapped in the Wheel of Samsara, the reincarnation cycle, here on Earth, and we need to escape this." It's like a student in school wishing to move on to the next grade. But Earth is a small planet in the face of infinity. If we consider the universe as an infinite school and Earth as a classroom, the human body is the uniform for this series of lessons. As spiritual beings or spiritual consciousnesses originating from the stars, we are here in human bodies for a reason. It is not just a random process of eating, drinking, sleeping, reproducing, and dying without reflection. We are also here to create and achieve. None of us were born as bodies. We existed as spiritual consciousnesses before entering a human body, developing within a womb. We didn't come into existence when our bodies were born. Instead, we entered the body. The body is born with us inside, grows, and eventually dies. But the spirit neither dies nor is born. It enters and exits bodies, which are perishable. The spirit, however, is imperishable. It is the eternal essence, which nothing can harm. It doesn't die or get born. It enters and exits. That is who we are, eternal beings temporarily in material form, with our memory of the past blocked. While facing the daily pressures of life, there's a tendency to forget our origin and fall into the web of illusion that is life on earth, stuck in the cycle of samsara, leaving only to return again and again for learning. Breaking this cycle involves working on oneself, improving, and overcoming oneself. As the Hermetic laws say, like attracts like. Spiritually, as we develop, the universe will draw us to another school beyond Earth, perhaps a more subtle and stable classroom. Every student aims to progress, but the way people often discuss this online makes it sound as though we are in punishment, sent here only to suffer or pay off karma. This is not the case. We are here to learn and create. Those of us who study spirituality have a great resource: spirituality itself. What we study, learn, and apply helps us battle within ourselves. Studying elevated topics doesn't mean we are already elevated. It means we are trying to improve our consciousness. There is a gap between the values we study and who we are, and this gap is bridged over time through effort and study. Everyone studying spiritual themes is working on freeing their consciousness to move to a higher level, not out of escape, but with awareness. Those who understand spirituality know that even while in the material world, we remain spiritual beings, acting through our bodies. Thoughts and emotions do not belong to the body. They are part of our consciousness. No body thinks or feels without us within it. So, we, as spirits, think, feel, and act through the body. Everything we do, even in the material plane, is spiritual, because we are spiritual beings in physical form. Let's work to reach higher levels, where the universe may eventually attract us to calmer, more advanced conditions. Not out of escape or denial of life, but through effort. A higher power placed us here for a reason, and denying that is denying a crucial step in our development. The real prison is not the body, it's the mind. An evolved spirit, even in a body, does great things and doesn't feel imprisoned. But those of us still learning often turn our lives into prisons through our limitations. When we don't complete a lesson, we are called back, not out of punishment, but because the lesson remains incomplete. Denying life won't free us from the cycle of reincarnation. What frees us is working on ourselves. Look at history. Every great master faced immense challenges. None had an easy path, and neither will we. So, do your best to overcome yourself, improve gradually, combat negative thoughts, and value the chance to be here on Earth. Embrace spirituality within yourself. It clears your mind and heart, allowing you to live more consciously and productively. Over time, this effort will naturally lead to better conditions, not because of religious doctrine or mystical discourse, but because of a true state of consciousness. Spirituality isn't about doctrine, quantum theories, or escaping life. It's about facing ourselves and life head-on. Victory over oneself is the ultimate goal. Being here is an honor, and we will be here as long as necessary, in this life or another, and eventually elsewhere. The key is awareness. Awaken your consciousness out of discernment, not because someone told you to escape the matrix or follow this or that path. Raise your level of consciousness. Spirituality isn't about denying life. It's about seeing it as it is and improving from within. Advanced spiritual consciousnesses I've encountered always emphasize this. Value life on Earth. It's challenging, but it's where we need to be for this stage of our development. Over time, by effort and awareness, we will naturally be drawn to better conditions. But for now, this is our classroom. So, let's make the most of it, learn, and grow. These insights are part of a Brazilian radio program hosted by Wagner Borges, a renowned spiritual teacher, researcher, and writer. Wagner Borges is the founder of the Clube dos Escritores da Paz, Writers' Club of Peace, and the author of numerous books on spirituality, astral projection, and consciousness studies. With decades of experience, he dedicates his work to exploring spiritual themes and sharing profound wisdom to inspire and enlighten others. All credit for the video content goes to Wagner Borges, whose dedication to the spiritual journey continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. That is all for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time.